Welcome, welcome, welcome to Empowered Women in Business International Radio. I am your host, Nicole Mosby Taylor, also known as Taylor K on the mic. And we have two phenomenal young ladies in our studio with us tonight. So make sure you just keep it locked right here because you're going to hear some great golden nuggets from these two young ladies that are moving and shaking right here in Maryland. So, welcome. I know you all are like, what is EWBI? What is Empowered Women in Business International? So, EWBI, we serve a sisterhood of entrepreneurs who understand that individually you can do great things, but collectively we can forever change the world. Members of our movement experience a support system that allows them to celebrate their wins and share their struggles in a series of opportunities that enhance them personally and professionally. If that sounds like an organization that you would like to be a part of, make sure you visit our website at www.ewbiradio.org. Again, that is www.ewbiradio.org. We are going to just get rid of that whole crabs in the barrel mentality and support each other and love on each other. So if that sounds like a sisterhood you're interested in, EWBI is the right sisterhood for you. So welcome, 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 March. Welcome, Women's History Month. I'm so excited about it. We're going to watch a brief video and then I'll be right back.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
Black girls rock!
Black girls rock. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so inspired by just watching that video. So I am going to bring on our guests, Nadia and Tatiana. Welcome, ladies.
Hello. How are
Did you
you?
guys see that video?
Yes, it was great. We loved it.
Yes, it just makes me want to run out here and do some things.
Right.
Like do more, conquer, save the world. Black girls rock. So it was just amazing to see so many of our women of the past and today making strides in our communities and in our lives. So it was just an awesome video for me to watch. How about you guys?
I loved it. It's really inspiring to see all of the African American women just being trailblazers and paving the way for all of us. It's really great. Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the women have broken through the glass ceiling, and I feel like that's something that women continue to do today, which is why I strive to be the best student I can be and the best friend or mentor, whatever I can be eventually. I strive to be that type of person.
Awesome. So tell our audience, both of you, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, I am an 18-year-old second semester freshman at Cal University. Woo woo. Go Tigers. And I am a twin, fraternal twin. And I'm a
Tell them your
biochemistry
major.
major. I'm a
Okay.
biochemistry major.
Awesome.
So I'm also 18 years old, and I am a second semester freshman at University of Maryland, Baltimore County, which is the Honors College of Maryland, and I am studying biochemistry and molecular biology.
Awesome. Now, with both of those degrees, what career path are you aiming for?
I am going to be a functional neurosurgeon, and I am going to be an oral maxillofacial surgeon.
Okay. And your biggest cheerleader, I think, just made a remark. Your biggest cheerleader said, "I'm so proud of my queens. You rock, twins." Awesome.
Yeah, hey mom.
It's nothing like a mom.
Yes.
So tell us, so how did you decide what career you wanted to go into? Because those are pretty big careers. Hey, Nico.
Well, I knew that I wanted to be a functional neurosurgeon just because I was really interested in epilepsy. I did a lot of research. And epilepsy is the condition, you may know it by the simpler term, seizures. And I was really interested in research, and I wanted to find a cure for seizures and figure out why they occur. So I decided to be a neurosurgeon because that is how I can research more about seizures and epilepsy and other neurological conditions and disorders. So for me, I had braces, and my orthodontist and I had a really strong connection, and she would teach me different terms and show me different ways of the oral cavity. I mean, my appointment would last, an hour maybe, and it's only supposed to be 30 minutes. And from there, I realized, oh my God, this is probably something that I would want to do. And I also wanted to be a cardiologist at first and wanted to do open heart surgery. But I didn't think that it was something that I could see myself doing for a long time. And I felt that if you have strong and good oral hygiene, then you'll be good to go. And having bad oral hygiene actually can lead to cardiovascular diseases and other diseases in your body. And not many people know that. So that's also I wanted to go into the dental field.
Awesome. So just tell us a little bit about your background. What high school you guys graduated from?
We graduated from Roland Park Country School. Go Reds.
And so when you so how does it feel? So what year are you in school? Are you freshman or sophomore?
Freshman.
Okay.
Freshman. Yeah.
All right. So how is it in this COVID pandemic, you taking these online classes? What do you think about the online classes? And I know, I believe it was Nadia goes in for the lab. Am I right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
go on co-op.
Okay.
So online classes they can be really challenging, and especially when it's time to focus and compartmentalize from doing social work and schoolwork. So online classes have definitely enforced students to focus more and take accountability for themselves in their learning. And I think for me personally, I was blessed to have an experience like Willem Park, and Willem Park did prepare Tatiana and I for an experience like this. So we were lucky enough to transition more smoothly than probably other students were. But I do think some advice that I would give for some students would be to remain open-minded and understand that this is only short term. It's not long term. It won't be there forever. And that you can get through it, and that we all are going to eventually get through it. So, yeah.
Great advice. And how about you, Tatiana?
The online experience has been a little challenging, but I mean, it will always be a little challenging. But I think I've managed to get through it pretty well. And I also would give advice to all of the students out there, or really anybody in virtual learning. It's going to be okay. Like Nadia said, we will get through it. And just remember that the grass is green on the other side, and that it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you guys ever find yourself like saying the same things at the same time?
Sometimes.
Telepathy.
Yes. We will think the exact same way sometimes, have the exact same thought, and then go to tell each other about it. And she'll be like, oh my God, I was just thinking about that. So, yeah.
Well, you guys are making history on EWBI because you are the first set of twins that we've had on air together. So that's awesome.
Really? Yes.
Yeah. And we've been on the radio for 3 years now. So you're making big history for EWBI.
That's such an honor.
And we one of our EWBI sisters, the twin Stacy, and they both tune in from time to time. So I think I saw Tracy earlier, but I'm not sure if Stacy is tuned in a different part. Do you ever feel like you guys may be, I mean, I know you're gonna grow and have lives outside of your sister, but do you feel like you would ever go, 2 different states?
I don't think so. I think for residency, maybe. For dental school, probably not.
We're probably staying local for professional school.
Yeah.
But we don't think. Well, I know that I'm not going to probably live in a different state than her.
Yeah.
Just because as a twin, you have a really close bond.
Yeah.
As a twin, and it's unbreakable.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's only so long that I can go without her. That sounds weird, but it's the truth.
It's definitely a cliche. Like twins can be apart. Some twins can be apart for a long period of time, but this is someone that you've grown up with literally from the womb,
right.
And being attached from them for, I don't know, maybe more than an hour. It's for some people, it's okay. For some twins, it's okay. For my sister and I, we can't do it. But
it's a built-in buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
That is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. And actually, I'm not going to say we can't be, we couldn't separate, but not for long. So I have a very close brother, and, I can't imagine like, not being able to just drive to the house after a while, or being able to, just to have, I have to lay eyes to make sure he's okay. So
I agree. Yeah.
How about so you guys both love to do community service work, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the things you've done in the past, and maybe some of the projects you're looking at working on in the future.
So in the past, Nadia and I have served food to the homeless at Shaw Tower, and we also teamed up with my sister's place, and we filled purses with feminine hygiene products, and we gave them to the homeless women there. And we also volunteered at the National Aquarium, and we were student exhibit tour guides for the National Aquarium. And we've also cleaned up the Chesapeake Bay and volunteered there. And we've done other projects too in the past.
Little projects, but yeah. And just recently, we won the Martin Luther King Jr. Award for community service. So this is how the award.
Awesome. And what project did you work on specifically to win that award?
So that was actually a combination of all of our community service that we've done over the years.
Okay.
And the fact that we were recognized was huge because we were 2 out of the 8 candidates who were selected in the entire hospital. So that included physicians, administration, students.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was actually a really big achievement, and we were so honored to win it.
Wow, I'm so proud of you young ladies. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job. And I think Tracy says she lives in Maryland, and I believe her sister lives in Nevada. So, and they're twins, but they know each other dearly. She talks about it all the time.
Wow, you're a trooper. I wish I could say. I know I don't wish.
Destiny is my oldest, and she just said, "Awesome, ladies, awesome."
Oh, thank you.
Hi. So now tell us a little bit about changing the fashion industry narrative. Is that both of you, or just one, or?
It's both of us. So we are both plus size girls, so we know that it can be sometimes challenging to find clothes that are flattering and that actually fit. And we think that some in the fashion industry, there are some companies like Fashion Nova or Misguided, and they have sizes that go to, say, they start at a size 0, maybe they go to a 4X, but it's just the clothes that are for the plus size women aren't as flattering, or they have lots of big oversized shirts or sweatshirts, as for the people who are, say, a small and a large or medium, they have nice skirts and cute blouses and dresses. And we just think it's really important to bring to the forefront those fashion companies who are praising plus size women and allowing them to have clothes that are flattering and that fit. There are companies like Eloquy and Lane Bryant and just lots of companies like
Ashley
those that
Stewart.
are.
Yeah, Ashley Stewart. Because we would still want to look youthful, and still when I would go shopping, you kind of have to structure your clothing and how you wear them because it doesn't look flattering. So as an 18-year-old, I can't go out and wear I wouldn't look the best a strapless gown. I wouldn't look the best, but I would definitely want to wear it. And you could easily say, oh, just lose weight. But sometimes people are very confident in how they look. That's not always, and some people actually can't lose weight. So because of that, I feel that it is important that the fashion industry does figure out ways to create clothing that is flattering for all shapes and all sizes, because no one is the same. And just because it looks good on a size 10 doesn't mean it's going to look good on a size 16. And it's also it's also changing the size gap. The fact that a size 10 is considered plus size is an issue, because it's not. I personally don't consider that plus size.
I don't either. I don't even think 14 is a plus size, honestly.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, I consider 16 and up to be plus size.
Me too.
And plus size women also don't have the luxury of shopping online as often as we probably would like to. Shopping online is more convenient, but because we can't trust that it's true to size, we go to the store. But COVID is a great example of how shopping online gets the thing done and you are able to continue on with your day. But as a plus size woman, we are held back a little because we do proceed with caution when going to shop online and buy clothing, because we don't know if it'll fit. Yeah,
definitely. And that can affect one's self-esteem. So what would you tell that young lady listening? Because I'm sure that so I have a nonprofit where we work with youth, Empowering Minds of Maryland's Youth, and we deal with a lot of young ladies who have difficulties with they struggle with self-esteem. What would you say to them?
I would tell them to be confident in your own skin. Doesn't matter what size you are, what shape you are. That does not matter. Just as long as you know within that who you are, that you're queen and you're flawless and that you're slaying the game. It doesn't really matter your size. You can be a size 26 and still be an amazing, beautiful person. It doesn't matter. And I think with fashion industry and these different companies, they sometimes can make you feel like you're less than and that, oh, you don't belong in this dress or you don't belong in this skirt. But no, make skirts that are flattering for us. And we can wear a skirt, we can wear a dress and rock it the same way as the person who's a size 4. So
That's right.
I agree. I would also say that you are who you are and you shouldn't try to change yourself because society says that's not correct. You should be who you want to be regardless of what other people think. And I think that if people continue to speak this narrative of self-love, the world will become a better place for sure if people begin to think about themselves within and start loving themselves for who they are instead of loving what society wants them to love.
Have you been in my mentoring group? That's the message I say all the time. So, if you could go back and tell your younger self something, what would that message be?
I would say to my younger self, keep going. Don't ever give up. You are strong. You're beautiful. You're smart, and you can do it. You can break through barriers and do whatever you put your mind to. And I would just say keep being confident.
Awesome.
I would tell my younger self to remain open-minded because there were times where I would go into experiences with a closed mindset, and I think that can affect me, and that has affected me. So I think telling myself to remain open-minded and to gain confidence and understand that I am enough and that I am worthy enough. I think that's what I would tell my younger self.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, there's been so much talk about this whole Black Lives Matter movement, especially since the Capitol and the riot. And what do you all think about that?
I think it's terrible. I think Black Lives Matter. And I just think that how society, I think we're going back into the past and we're not even making strides to
move forward
in the future. And I just don't think we're moving anywhere. I think the history is repeating itself for sure. And no changes are being made because I think some people just don't want to change and they're too stubborn to even realize that this is the 21st century. We're in 2021. Times, it's not like it was back in the 1950s or 60s. We're not in segregation. We're not in slavery. We're not doing any of that still. So I think Black Lives Matter is really important and it's really a great message for everybody and for everybody to know that Black lives do matter.
I think that people are reacting in the way that they are, one, because they just don't like people's color of their skin, and also because of people's ignorance. I think your ignorance is going to hold you back more than you would understand. And if people don't begin to accept others for who they are, because we have a multitude of communities out here, LGBTQ+, the Me Too movement, BLM. There are so many movements where people are expressing themselves and really putting themselves on the line and showing themselves in their most vulnerable state. And for our white counterparts, it seems as though we are being dramatic or we are just being extra, we're doing too much. Like, I just don't understand how that could be when this is something that we've been fighting for over 200 years. This is an endless cycle that is continuing to go on, which is crazy. Cars are driving by themselves. We can't figure out how to love one another. Where does that make sense?
Do you think that in the light of, the whole Capitol riot, some of our European European counterparts are looking at things a little differently now?
I think some of them are. I think some of them have realized that people are taking things way too far, and that your opinion does matter. You are entitled to your opinion, yes, but that does not mean that you are supposed to uh, take away someone's life or just threaten people's lives because of your opinion. So I think some of our counterparts are realizing that this needs to stop and that we have to do better, while others are still remaining ignorant and turning a blind eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True. Did you want to add anything, Tatiana?
I mean, I think she pretty much summed it up, but I think that it shouldn't be some people are understanding that BLM is really important. I think it should be all people should be realizing that Black lives actually matter. And hopefully we can get to that point someday in society. But
Yeah.
I mean, until then, we still have to continue to march and be on social media and just really put out the message that Black lives do matter.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you were to write a book, what would the title of that book be?
That's an awesome question. That's really awesome. If I were to write a book, if it was a memoir, if it was a memoir about me, or just in general.
Just it's up to you. So it could be
Um,
about you, it could be about something else. So for instance, if I wrote a book, I would well, I'm in the process of writing one book, which is a journal, which would be Passion, Purpose, and Pumps, because we feel that being fulfilled is to find your passion and let it lead you to your purpose and walk it out in your pumps. So that would be our
Ooh,
thank
awesome.
you. So that's one book that we're working on. But the other one would be loving. How do you love me? No, loving me. And it would
Okay.
just talk about, I believe that you have to love the Lord, then love yourself, then you can love others. And I think a lot of youth as well as adults have a don't necessarily love in that order. And because they
Okay.
don't love in that order, they don't know what true love really is. And
Yeah.
so, even if people don't believe in God, just loving your higher being, then loving yourself, then you can love others. But trying to love somebody more than you love yourself, I think that's a problem.
Yeah, for
No.
sure. I agree.
And it kind of reflects in your behavior and the way things happen and how you take care of yourself. And, just it has a ripple effect on your life. So that would be my book.
That's
I love
beautiful.
that.
Thank you.
It's hard to come to follow.
Yeah.
I probably would title my book Shenanigans, because I don't think my life is something that is normal. I don't consider my life to be normal. I consider myself a very spontaneous and outgoing person, and because of that, naming my book Shenanigans is something that it makes sense given who I am and what I want to become. I mean, for instance, I want to become a doctor of dental surgery, right? But
Mhm.
I also have a infatuation with cars. I love cars. And
Really?
it's my ultimate goal to open up a Mercedes-Benz dealership in
Awesome.
life. So, and those are two opposite things, right? So, and to me, that's, that's crazy. And so because
Oh,
my
but
life
it's
is
not.
so,
You'll be surprised how many. So most millionaires have about six different streams of income. Six different streams of income, and it looks just like what you said. One thing is here and things there, but that's why it's important to have those streams of income, because you can have two that's not doing so well, and then the other four that's doing well. So you're still making your money. Can't put all your eggs in one basket. So, as they say. So I think that's a great idea. I want to see you do it.
One day, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I think I would title my book Education Matters for my book.
Now your sound is changing. There's something
Can you hear me now?
That's much better. Okay.
Okay. So I think I would name my book Education Matters in Minorities. Because I think with education is truly important. And within minorities, we see a lot in the medical field, and that it's not really a lot of minorities or African Americans, specifically because they think that maybe the STEM discipline is too hard, or that they don't have the right tools to actually understand the material or even make it to medical school or pharmacy school, dental school. So I think I would write a book on the steps to get there, the tools that you can use in order to reach your next level and reach your highest potential, and talk about how important education is. Because no matter what happens, nobody can ever take your education from you. They can take your clothes, your shoes, whatever. They can take whatever, but they cannot take your brain and your intelligence and your intellect. So I would definitely write a book about education and the importance of it.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a break. And so keep it locked right here at Empowered Women in Business International Radio Show.
Welcome to the Housewives of Baltimore. I'm Lady T. Witt. Thank you for joining us. Today is Valentine's Day. The Housewives of Baltimore. It's not just a salon, it's an experience.
Welcome back to Empowered Women in Business International Radio. I'm your host, Nicole Mosby Taylor, aka Taylor K on the mic, and I am here with these two phenomenal young ladies, Nadia and Tatiana. I'm sorry.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
So we were just talking a little bit about you as a person, but I want to talk a little bit about your business, because during the pandemic you guys decided to open a business. So tell us a little bit about the tutoring.
So we have a business. It's a tutoring service called E Squared Tutors. So Nadia and I attend St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church, which is actually, fun fact, the first African-American, or the oldest African-American Black church in the nation. And we are a part of a group in the church, which is JCDA, which stands for Junior Catholic Daughters of the Americas, court number 2257. And that group is for young women, and we help train them to become fearless, God-fearing women. And we wanted to start E Squared Tutors for our community and our church community and the group specifically, so we could help them with their schoolwork and whatever they needed in any of their classes. But recently we decided to expand the tutoring service to help anybody in the community and whoever needs help. And we decided to do that over quarantine.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sorry. So we also did it because most of our curriculum is STEM based, because a lot of students, especially African Americans, do like to stray away from the STEM field because it's considered or deemed as too difficult. So we wanted to have enrichment for your math class or your science classes, because they're not the end of the world, and they're not that difficult if you have someone who's willing and ready to work with you at all times. So creating E Squared, we have made a lot of success with our students, and we actually today just received a sizable donation from a philanthropist, and it was amazing. I mean, we didn't even expect it, but it was so great. this person is sponsoring one of our students. So it is beautiful. And we hope to continue to get more students and to help elevate these individuals to pursue careers in the medical field, or just in general, become an architect or a researcher, something that will be of interest to them, because it's not, math is not that difficult. Science is not that difficult. It takes practice and time, but if you have the right tools and the right support system, you can do it. And that's why we created E-Squared Tutors.
Awesome. And that, you know, E-Squared Tutors can help to really give them that foundation to be successful later on, even in college, because that's what it is. It's about, it's a almost like a building block. And so just being able to get a strong foundation on that math and science will help you in the future with engineering or STEM or any of those types of critical thinking also. So that's amazing.
Also allow you to expand your footprint and think outside the box. When you take these calculus classes or physics classes, you're able to think outside the box and work on your teamwork skills. I mean, people don't think about teamworking, like working with a team. They don't think about it as a big deal until it's time to work with the team. But when you take these science classes, you are kind of forced to work with a group of people and research things and find things out. So that's also why I really do encourage students, and particularly women, to go into STEM.
Yes, especially women. And they have special scholarships. They have so many things that and for Black women in general. So, and with this being Women's Month, I say just do it.
Yes,
So tell us your why. Do you guys have a why? Why did tell us your why?
Why we started?
Why what you do? What made you, what is your why? What keeps you wanting to pour back into your community? What keeps you wanting to be a tutor? What's your why? Your purpose in life?
Well, I know that in STEM disciplines, it's there's not a lot of minorities in the STEM field. And I know that both of Nadia and I wanted to make it known that it's not impossible for African-American females or Latinas to go into the STEM field and make their mark and be equal with their male counterparts. I know that I just researched on neurosurgeons. There's less than 4% of neurosurgeons in the nation are African-American, and only 0.6% are females. So I think it's important for us to break that barrier and change the percentages and have them level out with our European or our Caucasian counterparts.
My why is I want to see people succeed. My goal in life is to put a smile on people's face. And that's so ironic because I want to be a dentist, I really like seeing people happy. People's bliss and people's joy brings me happiness, and it's almost closure for me to know that I'm doing the right thing. So that's also why I did E-Squared, because I think if you help people find their passion and find their path, then they'll be better off. There are a lot of people who are kind of figuring out where to go and what to do and don't really know how to solve their problem of confusion, because choosing what you want to do in life is so confusing. There's not one thing I'm going to set my mind on. Like I said previously, I want to do oral surgery, but I also want to open up a dealership. I mean, people have a plethora of options, and because the basket of options is so full and so vast, having guidance and structured and support is really important. So E-Squared Tutors can also help you figure out ways in which you can be yourself and choose a discipline in the math field, or in medicine, or in dentistry, or somewhere in STEM. Technology. Technology is really picking up, and I think women who will go into technology, kudos to them, because computer science is not an easy task. I don't know if you've done it before. It's not an easy task, and those who can do it, they have they're wizards. But I think women should really try to go into this field because it'll set us apart, and we will continue to break through the glass wall, like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like Rosa Parks. All of these women we have who have showed us what we can do. I think if we just have a little bit more support, we can help them.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Awesome. Man, you ladies, you just had me over here smiling the whole time. I'm just so proud of you. So I know if I'm like this, I know your mom is grinning from ear to ear.
She's the reason why we're like this. Yeah. She's the best. She's the best mentor. She's honestly, I wish every child had my mom.
Oh,
yeah, I do. I genuinely do. She has put us and positioned us in ways in which I couldn't have imagined. And she's taught us the importance of being a leader and leading from the front. Ever since we were kids, my mom has put these mantras in our heads: 5 P's, proper for performance, to whom much is given, much is expected, and leading from the front, like I said. All these mantras are really important, and she's always taught us to be a change agent and to serve the underserved and to help have a profound and positive impact on every life that we encounter. So kudos to our mom. Shout out, Mom. You're the best.
So you may know my next question. I mean, or you may have answered my next question. My next question was going to be, who inspires you?
Oh.
So would that be your mom?
Yeah, it would be our mom. I would also say another lady who inspires me is grandmother. She's light of my life. I love her dearly. She always encourages me to keep going, and she's always just so proud of my sisters and I. And she really just embodies being a leader for me, and I love her so much. So I would say my grandmother.
Awesome.
I would also say my grandmother and my mom, but I would also say Kamala Harris is a huge female who has really shown that nothing can stop you.
Yeah.
So I think that she is definitely someone who inspires me. She has shown a lot of African American women that you can be the first, and that although people don't like that you're the first, they're going to have to suck it up and get over it. And I love that. I think that is amazing. So yeah, she definitely is someone who inspires me.
Awesome. How about you, Tatiana? Do you want to name someone else that may inspire you outside of your mom or grandma?
Michelle Obama, just because she was the first African American first lady, and she truly showed what a leader was, and she embodied that leadership personality, and she made sure she knew that minorities are everybody can be equal, and that girls truly do run the world. And I would say Michelle Obama for sure.
Awesome. I love both of your choices. All of your choices. I know your mom. I'm not sure if I meant your grandma, but I do know your mom, so I agree. She is amazing as well. So let's look at some of the comments that we have. So someone put your website for your tutoring business out there, www.e2tutors.com.
Yes.
www.e2tutors.com. So if anyone is listening and needs a tutor, it's funny because our twin in EWBI, so our membership program, EWBI, we have a twin. I told you about Tracy, and she tutors as well. Well, she does about 1,000 things, but one of her thousand of career paths is a tutor. So we're so proud of her. And your mom says, remember the 5 P's.
Yes.
What are the 5 P's? Did you mention them?
Yes, I did. Their proper planning prevents poor performance.
Awesome. So you were breaking up a little bit, so I couldn't hear. I don't know if I was breaking up or you, so that's why I missed that one, but okay, great. And let's see. Destiny says we have the same mom. Laugh out loud. That's beautiful. Just joking. Laugh out loud. That's beautiful. And Janine Faulkner says these girls are awesome.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. Amazing.
Yes, so that is amazing. Now, do you guys have any hidden talents? Oh, Damon says, I'm so proud of these lovely ladies. Thank you. That's my husband. Thank you. Do you have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents. Well, in high school, Nadia and I were on the track and field team junior year and senior year. We were shot put and discus throwers. So we're really good at that, as well as softball too. Yeah. We have great arms.
Awesome. Awesome. So that's great because some people that's considered full figure would never think to do a sport. You know, sometimes
and I won't even lie. When we went out for the team, I did say to myself, should I really be here? I don't run. I can't. This is a lot. Yeah. My body. But I am grateful that I took a leap of faith and joined the team because it wasn't just your shape just didn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And also for shot putters, I'm not gonna lie, the weight kind of helps.
It does help
with your stance. It does help a little being a bit heavier. So
yeah,
I think it works to our advantage.
Yeah, the ball is 8 pounds or is 8 pounds. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Wow. 8 pounds.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So think of it. Okay, that's kind of sad. But a baby, but not throwing a baby. But that's
yeah. So, how creative were you guys during this pandemic? What kind of things did you do when you were like locked in the house with your family?
Well, we played games. One thing that I did over quarantine, I joined the Student Government Association at Towson University. I'm their new associate justice. And
congratulations.
And what we do, we enforce different policies and laws for Towson University and the students to follow, as well as we're the voice for the student body. And we make Towson a safe environment and a welcoming space for everyone. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for all the different activities that we get to do and the events that we get to plan. And I'm really excited for us to be in person finally. So, yeah.
And Christine said, congratulations.
Thank you.
And how about you, Nadia?
So over quarantine, I also joined associations. I did not become a justice because she's amazing. I to her level. I joined the BSU at UMBC, and I also joined the ASA. BSU is Black Student Union, and ASA is the African Student Association. And also, before I graduated from high school, I did try to do a little TikTok trend with the entire school to help them feel a little bit better about being at home. So we did do a little mantra of us wearing our red and white, dancing to a song. So that was also really fun.
Oh, look at you guys just spearheading organizations and really just being that the leader that your mom created you guys to be in your communities. I love it. I love it. I love it. So our time is coming to an end. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that you want to share with the audience?
I think we get it on the nose with everything.
I'm gonna put our E Squared IG and Facebook, our social media accounts for that in the chat.
Okay.
So have that. Yeah.
So tell them, do you have standard pricing, or so if somebody else wanted to donate donate for a child to attend, because I know plenty of children who aren't able to afford the tutoring, but if someone paid for them to attend, then they would be able to be in the graces of these two intelligent and beautiful young ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So definitely, first session is free, and we have 30-minute sessions for $15 for students who are in middle school, and $19 for those who are in high school. And we tutor pre-algebra, your basic math, so multiplication tables, things like that. We also tutor general science, biology, physics, chemistry, calculus, and geometry, trigonometry. Yep,
STEM disciplines.
Yeah. We also can branch off to your English and your grammar classes if need be. So yeah, just if you need help, give us a call. Go to our social medias, E Squared Tutors. It's all spelled out. It's like E Squared Tutors. And go to for Twitter, it's E Squared Tutors 1. Someone already took E Squared Tutors. But yeah, so if you need help, reach out. We're here to help at all times. We will flex your guys' schedules. So yeah.
Rhonda Claiborne, she is a vice principal of a school, and she said that's just awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So I have a fun fact for you ladies.
Okay.
When I was growing up, I was Catholic also, and I was one of the first female altar servers in the country.
Oh my goodness, that's huge! Wow, congratulations! That is amazing.
Thank you.
I wish I could say I'm the first. That is amazing.
Yeah, so that I didn't realize it at the time how huge that was, but yeah, our group, it was about 6 or 7 of us, and we were the first in the country.
That's amazing. Wow. That's really, really nice. That's amazing.
Thank you. So, well, it has been such a pleasure. I don't want to let you ladies leave.
You want to stay? We'll stay all night. You guys can be.
So yes, you definitely can come back so we can get an update of where you are, as you matriculate through college and on. We're just so excited for you all.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
I love that, during the pandemic, you didn't allow the dust to create under your feet. You still, got with your group and created this awesome tutoring program for our youth so that they won't continue to fall behind. Yeah. This is a perfect opportunity because it's difficult for some people to actually learn online. So, for you guys to be able to help them virtually do that. And is the tutoring one-on-one?
Yes, it's one-on-one tutoring.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And are they assessed prior to, or how does that work? What does that look like coming in the door?
For each student, we put together different diagnostic tests so we can see where they are in their learning and in their different subjects. But that's really how we do it. Then when you actually sit down for the tutoring, we know what we need to work on more and what maybe we don't have to work on as much, but it's a diagnostic that we have the students take.
We also tend to teach the students mnemonic devices. So, like, for example, PEMDAS, or some people like to say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which the order in which you do parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, add, subtract. Or we'll do plus or minus, which is Plinus for short. So there are a whole bunch of mnemonic devices that are in the little math world. And we tend to teach students those mnemonic devices. We also...
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry. We also learned how to count on our hands. Like that was the that we learned back in, I would say, 3rd grade or so from our dad.
Our dad actually taught us how to count really, really high on our hands, higher than people actually would assume. And I think one thing that we should allow our viewers to figure out is how high you can count on your hands.
How high can you count on your hands? You guys want to chime in? Put it in the comments. How high
can you count on your hands?
Can you count on your hands?
I'll give you a hint. It's not 10.
How high can you count on your hands?
How high do you think, Miss Nicole?
How high do I think? I'm going to say 100.
I wish, but our hands are kind of small. I mean, if you have big
I
hands,
thought that was a trick question.
no, it's actually, you can count higher than 10 on your hands, and this would be really helpful if you're taking a math test and you don't have a calculator. You can just 1, 2, 3. No one's answering. Don't be shy, guys.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Well, you can count that way, but you can also count. Try, okay, I'll give you a hint. Use the inside of your hand. Yes.
The inside of my hand? Like the lines on my hand?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Along with your fingers?
Yeah. Okay, but not really the palm of your hand, more so your digits. Yeah, your digits. So.
Oh, okay. So.
Not multiples of 9. I think she's gonna get it.
No. Okay, you guys just let's see. So we do okay, so someone said 12 and then Destiny said 9. 12
you were close, Miss Nicole, how you were counting on your hands.
You were close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Um
you get one hand, you can multiply by 2 and you'll have the total.
Okay. So only because this is because I like a good challenge, but it's like 7:57. So we gonna have to somebody said 24.
That's pretty close. Oh, 30.
Nicole got it. 30.
Yeah.
Nicole. 30. Good job, Nicole. So Nicole got it. Good job, good job, good job. 30. So show us how real quick before we have to close.
So you have your hand here, and there are 3 subunit, I guess you could call them, on your hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay.
13, 14, 15. Then times 2, that's 30.
Got you. Okay. That's what I was doing, but then I thought you were saying not to, so I was like, okay. Okay, got you. Well, ladies, it's been such a pleasure. You taught us. Look, you taught everybody and everybody watching today, and so this has been really good. I really enjoyed having you ladies on and hearing all about the good works that you're doing in the community and for our youth and just all around. You guys are amazing, and I just thank you for coming on today.
We enjoyed you. Thank you. And also your nonprofit that you're working on. That sounds amazing. And kudos to you for that.
That's really thank you. Anytime you guys want a mentor, just let me know.
Oh, anytime we're available.
Okay. Awesome. And your mom said, great job, Nicole. Oh, thank you so much. And Destiny said, great show, ladies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. All right, so it's really time for us to close. So next week, our guest is Anita Phillips, one of our EWBI sisters. So she has like 3 different businesses. So she's going to tell us, like, she is a jack of all trades too. A little bit of everything. So she'll be telling us a little bit about what she does. So don't forget to visit our website at www.ewbiradio.org. Check out our social media pages on Facebook, which is just Empowered Women in Business International. On IG, it's EWB_INT. And so just check us out. Make sure you like our pages. If you are seeking a service or a project, check out our members on our online directory. We have some phenomenal members that they sell a little bit of everything from chemical-free sanitary napkins to pillows to t-shirts. We have a little bit of everything, services. We have nonprofits if you're looking for a nonprofit to donate to. So a little bit of everything. Just visit our website at www.ewbiradio.org. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on EWBI Radio Show on the Elevate Your Life radio station. And just remember that individually you can do great things, but collectively we can forever change the world by Nick Mosby. So individually you can do great things, but collectively we can forever change the world by Nick Mosby. Have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to keep it locked here every Tuesday at 7 p.m.